We're in the heart of charming Valentine, and we are talking to Mayor Kyle Arganbright about this gorgeous, beautiful downtown renovation, which has really revitalized at least Main Street. Is that correct, Kyle?
It has. Since then, we've seen a lot more traffic, more investment. It's just a place people want to be.
So how did this project get started and why?
This is Highway 83, so it's part of the state federal highway system. We'd worked with the state because it was the second oldest concrete in the state, and there was some repair needed. Yeah, and so when we did it, we could either do it as a standard street, or we could choose to make it a place, and we chose to make it a place.
So your goals as a mayor and as a community for what we see and what happened here, what were those goals?
Well, the goals were to hear input from local people, the citizens, the businesses, but we wanted to create a place that stopped more people as they're driving through, that got people out of their houses to come downtown and spend time with one another, and a place that would inspire more businesses to start and relocate to Main Street.
A part of this also is landscape,
Mm-hmm.
the beautification, trees, shrubs, perennials. Talk about that a little bit and what that has done for a highway.
Yeah, so we worked with the University of Nebraska's College of Landscape Architecture.
Mm-hmm.
They brought a team of students up so that we could start to think about this. We also worked with the National Endowment of the Arts and the Citizens Institute for Rural Design. So we had all these best practices as kind of the framework, but we wanted it to be very Valentine, right? So we used some mainstays of street trees in your honey locust, your Kentucky coffee tree, your bur oak. But we also used a quaking aspen, which is native to Valentine, and then a white birch. And then all the plants that are in there are native to the sandhills. And so we wanted something that would reflect the Niobrara River and the sandhills, but also that was just going to be hardy enough to stay here. But the point was to make it a more of an experience walking down Main Street. It was hopefully quieter, hopefully cooler. We have nice places for people to sit, trash cans that are maybe a little artistic, and then pieces of art throughout town.
So on that same note then, how have people responded to it, and what do you see for the future moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, so we're also a creative district, and so that layered on top of this, it's kind of the perfect foundation, and then the perfect program on top of it. So we see more people down here. We see art walks now. We're seeing the boutiques. There's more talks of small businesses. It's just become a place, and realistically, you can't expect that to happen if the city doesn't lead. I mean, if we've got poor infrastructure, who's going to invest in the buildings around that poor infrastructure? And so it's kind of just raised the bar downtown, and we're even seeing some more remodels too. So,
Since you're going to be mayor for the next 2 or 3 or 4 decades, what do you see as your next goals for this project or another one in Valentine?
In Valentine, we've got 3 primary goals right now. We need housing, and we have a housing development laid out that is using all the best practices like Main Street used, right? We're working on a wellness center. Valentine does get a little cold in the winter, but we also have opportunity because of our location to have a lot of youth athletic events regionally, and then we're working on a convention center as well. So those are the big 3, and if the ball bounces our way, I think we'll get all those knocked out in the next couple of years.
Wonderful. So this is going to be a great place for us to come back to, and anybody else who wants to see all of the beauty in north central Nebraska. We thank you so much for meeting us and talking about it.
You bet. Thanks for coming to Valentine, Kim.